Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Alright, quick question. What is different between microcontroller, microprocessor, MCU and an SoC? If your brain just went, wait, aren't some of these the same thing? Don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, if you have ever wondered why your microwave oven uses one kind of chip, your laptop uses another, and your smartphone has something entirely different, then today's video is going to blow your mind. Because by the end of this episode, you'll never confuse these terms again. So grab your coffee, grab your notepad, and maybe grab your microchip if you have. Let's break it down piece by piece. Before we dive into the alphabet soup, let's make one thing clear. All of these are basically tiny computer, but a specialized tiny computer. Think of them like vehicles. A microprocessor is like a race car engine, incredibly powerful, built for speed, but needs a whole car around it to function. A microcontroller is like a scooter, compact, all-in-one, full efficient, and doesn't need extra part to get going. And an MCU, spoiler alert, just another way of saying microcontroller. And an SoC or system on chip, that's entire minimal stuff with a TV, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, cup holder, all built into one single unit. Different vehicles, different jobs. Let us start with microprocessors. If you've used a desktop, a laptop, or even a server, you've used one. These are the chips like Intel Core i7, AMD Ryzen, or even ARM Cortex-A series. What makes a microprocessor special? It focuses almost entirely on processing power. It doesn't come with built-in memory, timer, or fancy extras, which means it needs help. A microprocessor is like a brain floating in a jar, super smart, but unless you give it eyes, ears, and hands, it can't actually do anything. That's why in your computer, the CPU works with RAM, storage drive, GPU, and all kind of support chips. Alone, it's just a tinker. Together, it's a powerhouse running your operating system, your app, your games, even this YouTube video. And here's the fun fact, microprocessor often run as gigahertz clock speed with billion of transistors. That's insane compared with tiny controller inside your toaster. Now let's talk about the microcontroller. This is the unsung hero of the modern world. Every time you tap your microwave, unlock your car, or use a washing machine, there is a microcontroller silently doing the work. So what is it? A microcontroller is basically a tiny and self-contained computer. Unlike a microprocessor, it includes a CPU, RAM, flash memory, and peripheral like timer, ADC, UARTs, and basically all the tools you need to talk to sensor and devices. It's a Swiss Army knife of electronics. Analogy time. If a microprocessor is a brain in a jar, the microcontroller is a brain, a pair of arms, backpack, snack, and maybe a toolbox strapped to its back, ready to actually do something useful. This chip usually runs at much lower speed, like tens or hundreds of megahertz, but that's okay, because they're designed to be cheap, power efficient, and perfect for controlling small tasks. Now you might be thinking, wait, you just said microcontroller, then what an MCU? Good news, they are the same thing. MCU stands for microcontroller unit, is just shorthand. Industry people often say MCU instead of microcontroller, the same way people say fridge instead of refrigerator. So anytime you hear MCU, think microcontroller. Don't overthink it unless you're talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but a different kind of MCU. And finally, let's tackle the big ones. SoC. This is where getting spicy. A system on chip is basically what it sounds like, an entire system executes onto one chip. Not just a CPU but also GPU, memory controller, connectivity, sometimes even machine learning accelerators. Think of your smartphone. The chip inside, like Apple A series, is an SoC. It doesn't just think, it also handles graphic, run camera, connect to 5G, play your music, all inside one tiny piece of silicon. Analogy time again. If a microprocessor is a race car engine and microcontroller is a scooter, then an SoC is a Tesla car. Battery, entertainment system, autopilot, all jam into one sleek body. That's why an SoC illuminated mobile devices, tablets, smart TV, and even game consoles. But here the twist: technically, even microcontroller is kind of SoC because they include CPU, memory, and peripherals. So where is the line? It's blurry. Usually when people say SoC, they mean the big and complex and high performance chip that's used in consumer electronics. Alright, let's warm this up. Here's the cheat sheet: microprocessor or CPU. Brain only, needs external memory and support chips, run PCs, laptops, and servers. Microcontrollers or MCU. Brain, memory, peripheral, chip efficient, and control every embedded system. MCU, microcontroller unit, just another way of saying microcontroller. SoC or system on chip, everything: CPU, GPU, memory controller, radio, and all in one package, like your smartphone, tablet, and smart devices. Different tool for different job, and now you know the difference. So the next time someone flex the new Snapdragon's power phone, you can say, cool, that's an SoC, and my washing machine has a microcontroller. We're basically the same. Okay, maybe don't actually say that at party, unless you want to be the life of the party. If this helped clear up the confusion, hit that like button so YouTube knows this video was worth your time. And if you want more deep dive into the hidden tech on the world, please subscribe because we are got some serious fun episodes coming up. Thanks for watching, and remember, whether a scooter, a rice car, or a Tesla car, it's all the silicon under the hood.